Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Thenatalyaj if you're new here, and today is going to be all about my 1 year breast reduction. So literally in June of last year, I decided to go under the knife and get a breast reduction. I was sitting at a H and now I am comfortably at a double D. I do have my laptop here because I don't want to just ramble on this video. I have some talking points. So yeah, let's get into it. So why did I get a breast reduction? I got a breast reduction because two reasons mainly. My back was always hurting. It was super uncomfortable. And then second, whenever it would get super hot outside, and I was the type of person where I typically always had to wear a bra due to the size of my breast, I would get a lot of friction, so I would get rashes literally all around my nipple area, in between. It was just really bad and super uncomfortable. So I had been contemplating it for honestly like 2 years, and my breasts just kept getting bigger and bigger, even though I've been maintaining my weight. So it wasn't as though this was a result of an increase in my weight. It was just my breasts were just getting bigger. It is something that's hereditary. My mom did have a breast reduction as well, so it was what it was. So I have pretty good insurance through the state or through the District of Columbia. I went ahead and I researched how or who was in network. So I researched who was in network as far as physicians go, who would potentially cover the entire cost of my surgery. So I stumbled across, I think, maybe like 4 strong doctors who had good reviews and who specialized in breast reduction surgeries. I went to consultations for each, and ultimately I picked the one that I felt aligned with what I wanted and I felt comfortable with, because my life is in your hands, literally. So initially that consultation cost me $30. I had to come back like a month, or I think it was like 2 to 3 weeks prior to my surgery, just for like a pre-op, and that cost me $30 as well. So that totals to $60 that I spent on my surgery. Everything else was covered by my insurance. Also, I want to mention that the surgery bra was included, so they did send me home with a surgery bra, and I used that surgery bra to the death of me. I probably continued to wear that surgery bra for 6 months, like from the day I had the surgery until 6 months. And in between that, I would wear sports bras. I still do not wear anything with underwire because it is a little uncomfortable for me. So I've purchased bras that, I don't know, they just don't have underwire and they do the job. And also because I got a breast reduction. So keep in mind, when you get a breast reduction, it naturally comes with a lift. Because imagine getting a reduction and your titty's still down here. That's crazy. So they're going to do a lift. So now I really don't have to worry about trying to push them up. It is what it is. You get what you get now. So I just got regular bras, no underwire, and I just interchange them with those. And then I also wear my sports bras because I do like to work out a lot. So as far as before the surgery, we talked about choosing the right doctor. I feel like as far as being a woman, I think that we really should lean on our superpower, which is the art of discernment. So go to your doctor, come up with a list, ask the doctor, have they had any deaths under their belt? Typically, what is their specialty? Do they specialize in breast reductions? Or is that something they just casually do, but really they like to focus mainly on implants or something like that? So make sure that this is something that they do on a regular basis. My doctor did a lot of breast reductions. That's something that was his #1 surgery. He had no deaths. In fact, he was like one of the best doctors in the area for breast reduction. So it just felt really natural. He was super professional and I just felt comfortable. So that was a lot of the reason why I chose him. Surgery day, I went into surgery a little nervous just because I didn't really know what to expect. I got in there, and if you can go back to my vlog and you can see I vlogged the entire process, but I was nervous. My sister prayed for me, my mom prayed for me. I got a lot of prayers, and honestly, I don't really remember much. I fell asleep, or the anesthesia put me out, but it just felt like I went to sleep. He asked me, I don't even remember what question he asked me. He asked me a question, and then next thing you know, I woke up and my titties were off, and I remember I looked and I was like, oh my God, like it's an immediate difference, swear to God, because it just is. I mean, imagine going from an H, I think he said he took off I want to say he took off 200 cc's per breast. One was bigger, so I think it was like 200 and something for one breast, 200 for another, so a total about like 5 pounds that he took off. So imagine 5 pounds instantly off my back. Chef's kiss. As far as the recovery, the first 72 hours, probably the most difficult. You know, you're still out of it. You can't really lift your arms too much, so you definitely want to have somebody that can be there with you and support you and help you eat, all of those things. I mean, you can eat on your own, obviously, but you just don't want to really be thinking about, oh, what's my next meal going to be? I was really scared to take a shower due to just all the incisions. I didn't take my first shower, and my doctor encouraged me or told me not to take a shower until 24 hours after the surgery. So that was my first shower. My mom did help me take that shower. And then after that, she kind of forced me, because I can be like a little baby. So she's like, no, you're going to take a shower on your own. She stayed with me for an entire week. Definitely needed her. And other than that, it was really a smooth process. The recovery is not bad, y'all. It's not bad at all. I did not have any drains, by the way. Everything was just the scars. I had no staples, no foreign substances in my body, just straight incision, and that was it. My clothes fit so much better. Like a top like this, and I'll insert pictures before. A top like this, baby, I would have had to get an extra large. Sometimes I was wearing 2XLs because I love wearing crop tops, and the crop tops are fitting like bras. So now I can comfortably wear a large and it's fine. I will say, just naturally after the surgery, I lost weight. It was crazy. Just immediately around like my arms lost some weight. I just felt like maybe I could be a little bit more mobile, because my breast was holding me back from doing a lot of exercises. And I was super active. I have a very clean, healthy diet, and I just was not losing weight. So now it's been a lot more easy for me to maintain exercise, working out, and all of those things. I can do jumping jacks now. Child, I couldn't even do jumping jacks. My titties just flopping everywhere, hurting me. It was ridiculous. As far as scarring goes, because I do get a lot of girls or women who ask me about the scarring, I personally do not mind the scarring, but I just feel like you have to pick and choose. Are you willing to have relief and comfort, or are you concerned about the aesthetic? Because let's be honest, who really looking at your titties like that? Like, for real. So the only time that you're going to see it is if your clothes are off. But typically, at the most, you're going to have, or at the least, should I say, you're going to have a bathing suit on. I can comfortably wear a bathing suit and it's fine. Okay, so as far as the scarring goes, I have something called a lollipop, which literally is what it sounds. It's a circle around your nipples and it goes down. And then I also have an anchor. So the anchor goes from here to the side right here. So both scars stop right here. At first, that was a shock. I did not realize he was gonna go this far out. I thought it was gonna stop more or less right here. So there are moments where, like, if I lift my arms, you could potentially see it. I have made peace with it. It doesn't bother me, but I think initially it can be a little shocking. But keep in mind, even if you are wearing a bathing suit, even if it's like the string type, typically it's gonna sit at that scar, and it's like, who really looking that hard? I swear, if you looking that hard, then maybe you need to back up off me, because why? So to me, it's not really bothersome, and it's healing fine. So I think within the next couple of years, it really won't even be something where it's super noticeable. I do use scar tape. So you can use either scar tape or you can use just like a scar ointment. You want to make sure that either one of those is silicone based. That's something that my doctor told me that I needed to do. You can order off of Amazon. That's typically what I do. A lot of times it's on sale, so I just order like, 5 of them at a time, and then I'll cut it in half and I'll put it on my lollipop, and then I'll make sure it extends from here to here. They are slowly fading. It's still visible. Again, it was just a year ago. It's still very much visible. A couple of them are a little raised, but I think I do have a little bit of like keloid, especially like I have my belly button pierced. So my body rejected my belly button piercing. So I have like a little bit of a keloid scar. It's not bad. I might put my bathing suit on so y'all can kind of see the side. Actually, I will. So that's really it when it comes to scarring. I'm gonna put my bathing suit on so y'all can see, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is what I look like now in my bathing suit tops. Again, I'm at a large. but things aren't just like busting out. You know, the Pillsbury, the biscuits, and you know when you like twist it, you take a little tape off, twist it, busts out. That's how it felt in a lot of my tops. No, we don't have to deal with that no more. I feel like he did a great job. I'm a thick girly. I weigh 200 pounds, so I feel like he did a great job of still matching my figure. And that's another thing. You want to make sure you ask, like, really just to kind of see where your physician or your doctor's mindset is. Ask them, oh, what size do you think I'll be? And they'll give you a range. If they're like, yeah, I'm gonna take you down to this, and confidently, it's like, because really they need to kind of like go in and see. But if they're confident, like, I can take you around this range, but I need to see, then that's kind of the answer that you want to look for. So he did tell me he was gonna match my figure, which I appreciate that, because in my mind, I really thought I wanted to be a B cup. And to him, he was like, absolutely not. Like, you would hate your body because you're gonna go from H's to a B, and you're a thick girl. It's not gonna look right. So I'm so glad he didn't listen to me. But I'm gonna show y'all my scars. So you can kind of see right here, this is a lollipop. And then on the side, you can see this is the actual anchor. So that's what I'm working with. I'm still in the process again of doing what I need to do to make sure that I can heal those properly or fade them properly, but it does not bother me. Overall, this was the best decision I could have made. I don't regret it. I don't know that I would go under the knife again. I'm kind of like, I'm cool on that. But I highly recommend it if you've been contemplating and you're a girl like me who has had big breasts. I had a B cup in 5th grade, y'all. I've had big titties my entire life. So it just feels like such a relief. So I just encourage you guys to find a doctor that best suits what you're looking for and you feel comfortable with, and go for it. Go for it. So that's it. It's been officially 1 year. I'm so excited. I'm really thrilled with my results. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and be on the lookout for more consistent videos. I know I've been MIA, but we're back.